considerable amount of traction that the Gandhis have amongst the ordinary worker. Is that in simple terms?
Well, I would put it a slightly different way. I would say that a lot of the workers that I speak to, and I'm talking about block level workers, district level workers, I'm not talking about the big and fancies. I'm talking about the ordinary Congress worker.
Yes.
A lot of them do have this feeling that they say that, look, we trust you. We have faith that you will do what's right for our party. We can't necessarily say that for other people.
Okay.
And perhaps that is also a shortcoming on our part. Perhaps they need to develop that trust in other people as well. I mean, and I don't think on our part, if you ask my mother or my brother or me, we have any, sort of idea
Desire.
that we are, or any entitlement to being leaders of the Congress party. I don't think so. I mean, I certainly don't. I know my brother doesn't. I know my mother doesn't.
So if it
I mean, we'd be only too happy if somebody else rose from the ranks and everybody had faith in them and wanted them to lead.
And you would be able to step aside and let them take over?
Why not, if that's what the party wants?
Okay, because you did have...
If that's what the majority of the workers of the Congress party wanted,
right,
we no issue with it at all.
In conclusion, though, as you go into these elections, you did experiment, especially when you're on weak ground, you often go for alliances. You tried that in 2017. This time you're going alone. What was the big lesson from 2017? What do you think went wrong with that alliance with Sapa? That this time around
actually,
you feel
interestingly, the big...
It wasn't necessary.
There were many operational difficulties with that alliance. So that was the operational part of it, but the biggest lesson actually was to go it alone. Because as long as we were running a campaign on our own steam, we had reached a certain point in UP which would have actually benefited our party, and perhaps in hindsight it was a mistake to go into that alliance.
Really, you think you would have done better if you hadn't fought with them?
Well, we certainly would have built our party better.
Okay, because their view was the exact opposite. Their view was that the Congress pulled the alliance down.
That's their view?
That's their view.